Hello again, Iligo here. Today we're gonna start a series called How to Prepare for War. And I'm gonna split this into many videos because there's so much to say about this topic that it's kinda hard to ram it into one long video. So I'm just gonna start splitting this into multiple videos. This first one begins with the basics. Your teams. Now, when I talk about war, I mean world PvP, which is player versus player game mode. I'll just show you for anyone who's interested. That means fighting in the world map. Now here we have a situation, for example, I'm alone in our fortress next to our Megamind, and I've just been scouted by wonderful Len. Scouting is something you can do to find out how many resources the enemy has, or doesn't have to be an enemy, just if you are curious about someone. So let me show you. You send out a scout by just selecting the castle and selecting scout, not attack, and then you scout it. It doesn't tell you much, but it tells you something. Wall and amount of resources. And then we have the watchtower, which shows you where your troops are, what's happening with allied troops. For example, that wonderful Len is attacking our fortress, which is right next to me, and what's happening with our Megamind. Nothing. So this is world PvP, basically. It is an world map divided into four, well, to be honest, it's 5 sections, 4 kingdoms, namely Phoenix, Unicorn, there, Griffin, and Dragon. And in between these is the 5th section or zone, which is the neutral zone, and in the middle is Mystery Land. You could also say that the Mystery Land is separate from the neutral zone because their different rules apply there, but that's a different video altogether. The most important and most basic thing is that you have to have good heroes, strong heroes, and good teams in order to fight anyone else in this game. And the same applies to every other aspect, every other game mode basically, but especially in World. Because in World there is a bit of a difference to Arena team. An Arena team can be oops, I'm protecting my king rank with power. So we have this thing that I give my king rank to my allies, and they get a lot of diamonds for that. So basically an arena team can be a team without any supports, no healing, no sustainability over long durations. And that's fine because each arena match is separate from each other. There is no continuity. So if someone kills my Coco in a fight, which happens surprisingly often, then I will have her available to me in the next fight, full health and all that jazz. So there's no continuity between arena fights. But on the world map, we have a different scenario, because people can put 3 teams to defend their castle, and when let's say my first team, which is pretty powerful, successfully defends my castle from an attack, and another attack comes immediately after that before I can heal with the healing sprint, heal my team, then my team will have lower health to the next attack, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. So a team in world PvP should not be like my teams are here, because they need sustainability. They need to be able to take hits, but heal up for the next incoming attack. So building a team for world PvP, specifically your city wall, is a bit different than building it to the arena. That being said, if your teams are strong enough that they rely on mechanics such as sleep, or just do so much damage that the opponent doesn't have any time to deal any damage to them, because they're dead, then you can leave out the healers from your team. But normally you would want some kind of support. There's a good selection of supports you can choose from. And someone like Sebastian can be a good support for that purpose, but usually if it's an even matchup, that the attacker has about the same power level and there's no gimmickry like sleeping going on or like that, if one of your heroes dies, then it's probable that another hero dies quickly after. So, you know, it's not necessarily so good. Just gonna answer no. Simple, effective while doing a video. So when you build your team for world PvP, you should seriously consider 3 things. Can it survive more than one attack? And how does it survive more than one attack? More than one team attacking it. Assuming that the attackers in your teams are roughly equal power. Okay? If it doesn't survive to the next attack, then add a support or do changes to it, because you should be able to survive at least one attack from an equal powered attacker. This is because your team is not the only one doing damage. So War Sanctuary defenses are also doing damage. Kids these days. But it's good that they ask why. I have no clue what I was doing, but yeah, so your defenders have that kind of edge. Now they also have War Temple buffs when they attack you, and they have possibly airships that give them buffs. But you should always think of this as a sustain kind of game. Sustain means that your team will sustain itself long enough that it can survive one attack, another attack, etc. Because you get only 3 teams to defend, and if it happens that you're not in the game, or you get attacked by surprise by multiple teams, multiple players, or whatever, and you're not there to heal them up through your healing spring, or to otherwise evade the war, then you should at least do some damage to their teams and make them lose healing spring water for troubling you. And otherwise, same principles for team building apply as to any arena teams. But just think of it as something you need to sustain over long periods. The Hero Brawl teams are not a good example because you get a 6th team member, and when you get a 6th team member, it totally changes how you play that battle, and it's also treated as a one-off, just as arena battles are. So each fight with each team is done only once during a fight, and during the next fight everyone starts with full HP, full life, full hit points, full health, whatever term you want to use, and the cycle begins. Otherwise, the heroes that work in arena pretty much work in the world PvP stage as well. So you don't have to have different hero compositions or different heroes for world PvP as opposed to arena. You just have to take into account that when in the arena, each attack is treated as a separate instance, and everyone starts off with full health and no energy. In world PvP, everyone doesn't necessarily start at full health. So this is a crucial difference. I think that's pretty much all I have to say about this. Gone already the 10-minute mark that I was supposed to make these videos on, but hopefully that helps you find the kind of thinking you need to make your world PvP defense teams and attacking teams good. Don't go looking for something that isn't there. Just use the teams, use the heroes that you have, develop them as you would for the arena, but just do some slight changes to the teams if necessary to give them more sustainability and a more kind of longevity. That's it for this video. I hope you liked it. Leave a like if you did, and subscribe for more. Thank you very much.